In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to send website data to n8n using a webhook. If you want your website to trigger automated workflows, like logging form submissions, notifying your team, or updating a spreadsheet, the simplest path is a webhook. A webhook is just a URL that accepts incoming data from your site and kicks off your workflow in n8n. There are other ways to send data, but for beginners, a webhook is fast, reliable, and easy to test. Start by opening n8n and adding a webhook node to a new or existing workflow. In the node settings, set the HTTP method to POST. POST is the standard choice when you're sending data from your website, such as form fields or JSON. Save the node so n8n generates the webhook URL. That URL is the unique address your website will send information to whenever an event occurs. Next, copy the webhook URL from the node. You'll paste this into your website's code wherever you send requests, such as a form handler, a fetch or Axios call, or your backend route. Make sure your website sends the data in the format you expect, typically JSON, and include a content type header if you're sending JSON, so n8n can parse it correctly. Now test the connection. From your website, send a sample request with a few fields you care about, like name, email, or a message. Then check the webhook node in n8n to confirm the data arrived. You should see the payload in the node's output. If you don't, verify you use the correct URL. The method is POST, and the site isn't blocked by any firewalls or ad blockers. If your node shows both test and production URLs, be sure you're using the right one for your environment. With data flowing in, add nodes after the webhook to automate what happens next. You might save the payload to a database, send an email notification, create a new row in Google Sheets, trigger an AI task, or even respond back to your website with a confirmation. Map fields from the webhook output to each node's inputs, and consider basic error handling so failures don't block the rest of the workflow. Finally, secure your webhook. Use a secret token and include it in requests from your site. Verify authorization headers server-side in the workflow, and add IP allow lists if you can. These safeguards help ensure only trusted requests trigger your automation. That's it. Your website now talks to n8n using a webhook, and your workflow is ready to grow with your needs.